Bonjour, ladies and dudes. It is time for part 2 of my top 10 best characters that I would love to invite for dinner. Well, part 2. So let's head on to the rest of the top 5 best characters that I would love to invite for dinner the most, I guess. So, coming at number 5 goes to Kenshin Himura from Rurouni Kenshin. I freaking love Kenshin Himura. He will always be one of my most favorite anime characters of all time. I love his look, design, and he has a fantastic scar on his left cheek, the X. He has gorgeous red hair, and he's kind, he's sweet, he's pure hearted, and he's one of the best samurais out there. And the reason why I want to invite this really good guy on the list is because I would like to get to know his story about his past, and I know he had a tragic life, and I want to get to know how his new life is doing with Miss Karu and his son Kenji. And I know he's going to retire soon as a samurai, and he'll become a free man at long last. Um, and yeah, I would like to do a charity for him too, finding a way of protecting people from bad people, since he's a samurai and he wants to protect lives from danger, and we gotta fight for the rights of protecting our loved ones and also defending our freedom. It's hard for me to say about this one, but I love Kenshin Himura. He's one of my heroes, and I would love to invite this guy for dinner. So he deserves to be at number 5. Coming at number 4 is Zibaba. It's really hard for me to pronounce this name, but I think I'll call her Granny Granny for short. So for number 4 goes to Granny from Spirited Away. It's Yubaba's twin sister. At least she's the nicest one out of the two. She's really sweet, kind, and she has a really nice house. I love her house. And I think her job is she wants to make some yarn or something, doing knitting stuff. And since she is a granny after all, yeah, one of the reasons why I want to invite her for dinner is teaching us how to do the needle and thread, and something that we have to do in our fingers. Hard for me to say. And also, I would love to try that very lovely dessert, that really huge, fantastic golden cheesecake. Oh my, that looks delicious. Well, to tell you the truth is, I never tried that golden cheesecake before. I hope it will be very delicious. And a perfect dessert for a lovely meal. And yeah, I would love to invite Granny for dinner. And I really love the part in the movie where she was so sweet to Shihiro, tried to take care of her for a while. And, while Shihiro was trying to remember so many things that she needs to know in her memory from her past, tried to get to remember her parents and Haku. So I think there was a part where Granny was helping her out a little bit in the film. She's just a nice, sweet, elderly lady overall. So Granny, she deserves to be at number 4. And finally, let's head on to the top 3 best characters that I would love to invite for dinner. So let's get this started. Coming at number 3 goes to the lovely Nausicaa from Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind. The best Miyazaki character that started all for the Studio Ghibli films. I love Nausicaa. She's a really headstrong character with a great storyline, a great personality, great attitude. I know she's a princess, but she's more like a human being in that film all the way through from start to finish. She's kind, she's caring, she's very headstrong, and she does have a pure heart. And the best part I love about this character is she cares about both of so many kinds, you know. She cares about the human kind and the bug kind. She just loves them both in so many ways. And I would love to do anything to help her out, to rescue those bugs from extinction and try to get them to a new home. And most of all, we gotta protect ourselves from poison. Sometimes maybe bugs can be poison. I think it's the toxic, like a plant or something, but we'll do our best to protect ourselves so we won't get affected by poison. And I love to get to know those bugs, those big giant bugs that I never got to see in my whole entire life. Another invertebrates, no backbone, but at least I would love to get to know those bugs and get to know what Nausicaa's world is like. And I will love to reward her. You get that very important word. I would love to invite her for dinner, and she can tell us so many stories about a great life that she had, you know, protecting the bugs and try to bring peace to both of her kind and their kind. Hard for me to say. So, Nausicaa, she deserves to be at number 3. And coming at number 2 goes to the Moses' family from the Prince of Egypt. You know, Moses and his wonderful family, like Zipporah, his lovely wife, his brother and sister, Aaron and Miriam, and also Zipporah's family, her nice, cool-looking dad, and her 3 sweet sisters. I would love to invite those guys for dinner, and we can share peace and harmony while we're having our meal. And I'm sure Moses' father-in-law and Zipporah's dad will say a great speech and give us grace and, you know, something that involves peace. I love harmony and I do love peace. And we'll love to do that Hebrew dance, you know, circling around on the fire and do that little Hebrew dance. I never tried that Hebrew dance. It looks kind of interesting. So yeah, I have nothing else to say. So the Moses' family, they deserve to be at number 2. And finally, the number 1 best characters that I would love to invite for dinner, and I mean 2 great characters who knows how to rock and roll. So for number 1 goes to Bill and Ted from Bill and Ted's Most Excellent Adventure. Excellent! And the reason why I would love to invite those guys for dinner is I want them to entertain us by, you know, playing their amazing music called Wild Stallion. I would love to get to know their rock and roll life as Wild Stallions. And yes, they can bring their babes and their kids over so we can rock all night, but not way too wild because I don't want too many noises in the neighborhood, but we'll try to have a good time and keep the music like in a nice good tone, if you know what I mean. So I will say for my number 1 spot goes to Bill and Ted from Bill and Ted's Most Excellent Adventure. Excellent! And most of all, I will do that movie review very, very soon, so around in the near future. We'll wait and see what happens. So anyway, ladies and dudes, that is my top 10 best characters that I would love to invite for dinner. And I tried really hard to do this list. I hope I did the best I could for it. Well, you know me. And tell me, ladies and dudes, which characters that you would love to invite for dinner. It doesn't matter if it's a movie character, anime character, TV show character, or character who are based by comic books, musicals, well, you name it. Well, whoever these awesome characters are, just leave a comment there and let me know. And join me next time as I do my top 10 best videos that I did so far in the year of 2016. So be prepared for that one to come, and I'll see you all later. Sayonara. And please forgive me about this video. This is my most hardest one that I did so far. So have a good day.